Hey YouTube, this is JRB Richard here. I'm going to do a demonstration of Planetside 2 running on the Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro. Now Planetside 2 is a very demanding game and it's on a pretty large scale. Like there's a massive multiplayer, so there's going to be a lot of players on the screen. And as you can see here, I have I have everything set down to the minimum except for perhaps display mode on full screen. So, even though everything's on minimum, yeah, the game just looks horrible, not gonna lie. But just even in the spawn room, we're only on 20 frames per second. Like on my desktop, I run this maxed out. It's not even a high-end graphics card. Anyway, I guess you can still make out what things are, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend playing it like this. So I'll just get into an aeroplane to see if we can fly a mosquito. And there's a bit of lag, and I'm running this off a portable hard drive, guys, so it's not the best of scenarios. And wow, I cannot really see where I'm going because stuff's just appearing out of nowhere because I have the render distance set to minimum. Well, I'm not a very great flyer anyway, but playing it on this isn't really helping. And we're just sitting on 20 frames per second. I mean, you could come on and do your daily fix of Planetside 2 if you really wanted to. But honestly, for me personally, I wouldn't bother. And we're sticking at around 20 or 15 frames per second. It's fluctuating quite a bit. Let's try and get back to those guys. Where were they? Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out where you're going with this because things just pop out of nowhere and you don't have really don't have a sense of direction. That's where I'm trying to go. So, let's see if I can try and land this thing without crashing. Oh. Alright, well, let's try and redeploy into a fight and see how it goes. If the map will load up. And my scroll wheel's broken, so sorry guys, just have to try and scroll across. Try the touchpad. So, scrolling out on the oh there we go, it finally works. Oh well, let's just see where we're needed here. Let's just go there. And as usual, playing games, the fans are maxed out. I'll turn the speakers up a little bit. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention before, but the frames are in the top left, frames per second. As I said before, since I'm running this off a portable hard drive, loading times aren't ideal. If you're running this on the internal SSD, it'll go a lot faster. So, 15 frames per second. It's not pretty and it's not smooth, but I guess you could call it playable. 12. If I could end up getting a kill, I'd call it playable. Well, that wasn't a good idea. Anyway guys, you get the idea. It's not really playable. I wouldn't really recommend it. Might be due to the fact that I need to update my Intel graphics drivers, but I don't really think drivers are going to be the issue here. It's just the system itself is a bit underpowered. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll leave it at here.